eyes are not working. No, I went and got just a new prescription, but. Good morning. Are you Jamarian Martin?
Right off the bat, you can feel the tension. The courtroom is silent. The 19-year-old defendant looks overwhelmed, almost lost. But the judge wastes no time. This isn't just another routine hearing. This moment could decide whether he walks out free or leaves in handcuffs. And everyone in that room knows it.
Speak up, please. And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment? Mr. Martin, in cause number 25, DCCR 0196, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of burglary of a building, and that's from October 3rd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Do you understand what's going on?
I do.
You do? Huh?
I do. That's all.
All right. So, are you entering your plea freely and voluntarily? Did anybody make you plead guilty? No? I can't. Huh?
I said open freely voluntarily.
He said freely and voluntarily.
Okay. Has there been any issues, Mr. Parker?
There hadn't been, Judge. No.
Mr. Martin, if I test you this morning, you can have something in your system?
Not sure.
You're not sure. Have a seat in the jury box. Let's find out.
Then something unexpected happens. The judge orders a drug test right there in courtroom. And that's not random. In both U.S. and U.K. courts, if a defendant is under the influence while entering a plea, the court has to question whether they're mentally competent. If competency is in doubt, the entire plea can be challenged. So now this isn't just about a burglary charge. It's about credibility.
Tell the truth. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to get amounts, the levels, right? So tell me the truth. When's the last time you smoked? That's the truth? Have you done anything else? Speak up. Promethazine? When's the last time you did that?
What is that?
Cough syrup. Anything else with that?
Judge, is obviously up to the court's discretion, but we're definitely going to reserve the right to dismiss the ISF, properly substance abuse track.
How old are you? 19? All right, so I guess what I would rather
only
do...
19. That number carries weight. You can hear in the judge's tone, slightly firm, but aware. This stops being just about punishment. It becomes about prevention. At 19, one conviction can shape the rest of your adult life. The real question is, does he even understand how serious this moment
get the
is?
process going if he's got a plea agreement. But I think based on his age and the nature of the type of drugs he's using, I am going to raise that bond. We'll get the pre-sentence report done, see if there's any issues with regard to substance abuse and if there's any upfront that treatment that I find necessary at that point. So let's go ahead and go through the plea. And will he waive the formal reading? I know we started it, but we're going to go back.
Pled guilty. He said freely and voluntarily, and that's about where you left off.
All right, and so did you plead guilty to this offense because you actually did what they charged you with? You didn't? You didn't do what they charged you with? Look at me and pay attention, all right? Okay?
Then comes the confusing part. He says he didn't do it, yet he's pleading guilty. So what's happening here? Is he accepting a plea deal to avoid a harsher sentence? Is fear driving the decision? Or does he truly not understand the legal consequences? This gray area is where courtroom drama becomes real life. Because sometimes justice isn't black and white.
And if you're going to be successful on any kind of probation in life, you're going to get some help early on right now so that you don't end up with a felony conviction, okay? But I need you to pay attention to my questions and listen very carefully and answer them. So you're charged with burglary of a building. The question I asked is, did you plead guilty because you actually did that? Okay. I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them? Just pay attention to me right now. Do you understand the papers that you signed on the computer? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? So if I go along with this agreement, you can't change your mind later. Do you understand? And it looks like the agreement's for a 4-year deferred probation, that there would be restitution ordered, which means you would have to pay back some money for any damage or whatever you stole, and they'll figure that out before sentencing. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number
No
1.
objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Martin is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so we can get a pre-sentence report done. If possible, I'd like to get some type of substance abuse evaluation done and any recommendations, as well as we'll get that restitution figured out, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Based on the nature of the plea, based on your age and the fact that you tested positive for THC and admitted to using promethazine, I am going to raise your bond in your case to $100,000. If you make that bond, a condition of it is that you have a drug patch on at all times.
Bond is raised to a staggering $100,000. You can almost feel the shift in the room. That number sends a clear message. This is your last chance, but you're under strict watch. What started as a simple burglary charge just turned into a life-defining lesson. Firm, serious, but not entirely without sympathy. And for a 19-year-old, that balance between mercy and accountability.
Probation's going to come out to the jail, talk to you. We're going to figure out what all you need, and then we'll get you hopefully started in on this probation where you can be successful. All right? Go back with the bailiff. Thank you.